Hello, you beautiful people. So, maybe I'm totally wrong about this one, but I'm guessing you clicked on this video because you're interested in March 7th and want to know all this recent info that we got on her getting a new form, right? Luckily for you, though, you've landed on the absolute perfect video to get all this info. Today, I'm mainly going to discuss about the best girl March 7th getting a new form in the later patches, and we'll also take a look at her playstyle, her path, and her release date as well. Before we begin, I'm just going to say the usual disclaimer that all the info that I mentioned throughout this video is based on speculations made by different sources, and it might be changed at any point of time, so take all this info with a grain of salt. Also, this video might be considered as a story spoiler by some people, so do keep that one in mind because I'm going to make some speculations about the future story. With that being said, let's begin without wasting any more of your time or energy. Alright, first of all, there are a total of 2 sources that have mentioned this info for now, and both of these sources are considered really reliable by the community, so this March 7th new form info is most likely going to be true. Okay, according to this source, March 7th is going to get a new form around the end of the Amphireus arc, and this form of March is going to be a Remembrance type unit with a unique memo sprite of her own. The source also mentioned that this form is likely going to be an evil version of her, and honestly, I'm somehow already hyped to get her. I mean, it's literally March 7th's new form, and I'm not even kidding when I say that I can skip almost every character during the Amphireus arc except maybe CASTORICE and phainon for March. Now, this speculation starts looking even more believable after we take a look at the 13 teased characters for the Amphireus arc. Alright, discussing about this teased silhouette in particular, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can definitely see the similarities in this pose and March 7th's original splash art. This silhouetted character's pose does look a little bit more evil though, like that one sparkle pose that she did in her own trailer, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people already came up with this evil March theory after looking at this character. Anyways, talking about her release date, according to this source, March is going to be the final Remembrance Path character released during the Amphireus arc until patch 4.0, and her banner is most likely going to be featured around patch 3.5. If we go by the current patch schedule, patch 3.5 is going to go live on August 13th, 2025, so all of us have all the time in the world to start saving for her new form. Patch 3.5 is also going to be the last normal patch before the Fate's Day Night and HSR collaboration starts, so do keep that one in mind as well because you might want to plan your savings around it. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot to mention, but this new form of March is most likely going to be a 5-star unit, because the source stated that this evil March is considered a different character altogether. If you didn't understand what I mean by that, you can think of her new form as something similar to Mini Herda and the Herda or Dan Heng and Dan Hengael, where they are both considered as separate characters from each other. Dude, I'm actually so excited for March 7th's new form that it's kind of insane, and I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way. Honestly, I would say March getting a new form during the Amphireus arc does make a lot of sense, because due to her companion quest, we already know that March has some past related to Remembrance and all that. Yep, Amphireus quite literally introduces us to the Remembrance path as a whole and also the Remembrance Trailblazer, so I was already expecting some story development for March as well. I have to say though, March getting an evil form is kind of exciting, especially for me because I usually love the trope of a pure and happy character turning evil due to something that happens to them, but that's just me. Also, just a funny speculation on my side, but do you guys remember all the speculations that we had about the Nihility Trailblazer? Dude, imagine the Trailblazer gets the Nihility path due to March turning evil and betraying us or something like that. I'm sure they'll make this evil March 7th story really good though, because March is literally one of the best characters in the game in my opinion, and she definitely deserves a perfect story and development. Alright, with that, we've finally discussed all the new info that we got on March 7th's new evil form. Lastly, I just wanted to mention a bit of a quick news which might upset some people. So, according to another very reliable source, there are only going to be a total of 4 Remembrance characters during the Amphireus arc until patch 4.0. We already knew about 3 of these characters, which are AGLAEA, the Remembrance Trailblazer, and CASTORICE. Now, with Evil March covering the 4th spot for the Remembrance characters, some of you probably connected the dots, but yes, we're most likely not getting a single Remembrance male unit at least until patch 4.0. I know some of you guys are probably upset about this, and I also wanted either phainon or Mighty to be a Remembrance unit, but we can't really do anything about it other than waiting. Anyways, with that done, I've covered all the info that I mentioned at the start of the video, and I really hope that you enjoyed watching. I'm genuinely really excited for Evil March because it's our best girl getting an evil form, so of course I'm really hyped. I'm somewhat concerned about my savings now, and I probably have to revisit my pulling plans, but that's a problem for future me. How do you guys feel about March 7th getting a new form, though? Do remember to comment down your opinion because I'm pretty curious to know how you guys think about it. Also, if you ended up watching this video until the end and enjoyed it, you might want to consider subscribing to the channel as well. With that being said, I really love y'all and I will see you in another one.